This guy is tearing up the National Football League record book for a New Orleans Saints team that is atop the NFC South through 11 weeks. He is none other than Michael Thomas. How are you, sir?
Hey, how you doing, Rich? Appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you joining me here. Michael Thomas, what makes you the receiver that you are?
Just never getting too high, never getting too low, and just controlling what I can control and, staying consistent as possible. Never going against my routine or never changing things that have gotten me here, but always finding ways to enhance them.
Well, then I guess what drives you? What motivates you?
My teammates. I feel like my teammates count on me. I feel like this organization, they count on me. They expect me to make big plays, and they need me to make big plays to reach their goals. So ultimately, I'm just playing for them and the guys around me. And we have one common goal, and that's the one. That's where all my efforts are going to.
Well, Michael, you're a wide receiver. You're supposed to be a diva. You're not supposed to be talking this way. Let's be honest here in the NFL.
Yeah, it's better to be, it's better to be a guy that's winning a lot of games. The feeling of winning is way better than being known as a diva. And I get more excited and more joy from winning. So once I fell in love with winning, that's just always what I'm trying to do.
Have you ever demanded the football of Drew Brees or from Drew Brees? Has that conversation ever happened from Michael Thomas to Drew Brees in the first 4 years of your career?
Probably in my head, or I would never. He makes tremendous decisions. He is who he is from making the right decisions. Every time I get an opportunity to be on the end of one of his targets, I just want to complete it and complete the play for him. And ultimately, I just take a lot of responsibility for my job.
Well, in terms of that, if you're in the right spot, Brees is going to go to you if you're in the right spot, and the play calls for it, and you're in the right spot, it's coming your way, essentially, right?
For sure.
So what is your relationship like with Sean Payton? What does he say to you, Michael? He's a master motivator. He comes from the Parcells motivational tree. I wonder what your relationship is like with the Super Bowl winning head coach of the Saints.
It's tremendous. I love going to work every day to play for Sean Payton. He's a great leader. He sets the tone early on at the beginning of the week with our preparation. He emphasizes how important preparation is, and if you look at Drew Brees and how he prepares, it goes hand in hand. So it's a lot of transparency in this program. It's a lot of reasons why these guys are who they are and why they've had success. And they're great leaders, and they lead by example. Sean, he can't play the game, but he's trying to put the perfect play for us to win the game or to get points or just to be successful. So you have to appreciate that, and it makes life easier just going to work with a motivated coach with a lot of swagger and who is really aggressive too and has a lot of emotion.
Well, is he keeping track of all the records that you're setting, breaking, or on pace to break, Michael?
No, sir. We're just playing football.
Okay.
We're just playing football.
Does the name Jerry Rice ever pop in your head? Seriously. Obviously, you got a ton of more time to go, but you are situating yourself for a long run here that you've already started statistically, Michael. I wonder if that actually ever goes through your temples.
Not really. I'm still young, and I feel like when you're winning games and you're having success as an overall unit, and your team's winning, those type of things people start to notice and pay attention to more. So as long as we keep winning and staying on track and focus on things we need to focus on, I feel like the rewards and the conversations and people will catch up, eventually. And that's always how my story's been. So I never really try to compare myself to other people. I just always try to play my game to the best of my ability at a high level and see where it takes me.
So who is your guy?
As far as Jerry Rice as a receiver,
yes,
he's one of the greatest receivers of all time. I like him. I like Jerry Rice. I like Randy Moss. I like Terrell Owens. So between those three, those guys are exciting. You can learn a lot from them. But one thing about Jerry, he was very consistent. He set the bar real high. He led by example from all the stories I heard of his work ethic and how he prepared. Guys that have been around him, coaches that I've had that have played with him, that are maybe actually got to coach with him, they do bring him up often, just about our preparation, our work ethic. But I feel like that would be selfish or not selfish, but wrong of me to kind of compare myself to another person.
No, I know. That's why I brought it up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here thinking, you know what, you're now in year 4 saying you're going to run down Jerry Rice. I mean, I'm not suggesting
He's the standard
that.
for sure.
Of course, you know what I mean? And I don't know if you're aware, Michael Thomas, but I do have some insight on your regimen, your workout regimen, and your desire to be great. Are you aware of that, Michael?
I wasn't for sure.
Well, I mean, you might not be able to tell seeing me on the Rich Eisen show or on NFL Network because I wear these bulky sweaters and suits, but you and I see a same trainer, Michael. Are you aware of that? Peter Park here in Los Angeles. I see him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Peter Park.
That's right. And
he's a tremendous guy.
He tells me
he knows his stuff.
He tells me, Michael, that you are always focused on being the greatest you possibly can be. He has told me this, when we started chatting about the NFL a little bit, and that is what I've been told, that you are always never wavering on trying to be the greatest you possibly can be. And I'm wondering if you would agree with that.
Most definitely. I try to stay in the moment and make the most out of my opportunity. Early on, I didn't do much media, like, after I signed my deal, and did do, like, I think we were supposed to go on this show maybe, like, week 4 or week 5.
Yeah.
When the team was doing a little had some adversity and guys were injured and stuff like that. And my ultimate goal is to play for a championship and add value to my team. So I didn't really want to get distracted with the contract I signed or how many passes I was catching. The only thing I want to do is win games. So as many games as we can win and getting back to where we left off last year and correcting our mistakes, that's just the ultimate goal.
Well, Michael, I appreciate that you take that attitude, but just know this: appearing on the Rich Eisen show always makes your team better. I don't know if you're aware of that, but it always does. Okay?
Appreciate that.
No, I just want you to be aware of that this show always improves the person who's on it, and I take full credit. There is an I in Rich and Eisen is basically what I'm telling you right here.
Okay, my teammates would be proud.
Yeah, hey, absolutely. Ask Cam Jordan, who came out. But the reason why I did want to have you on then is because obviously what was going on with Drew Brees and Teddy Bridgewater. Walk me through what Bridgewater did and what he meant and means to this team, Michael Thomas.
He stepped in and he did his job. We wouldn't have wanted to have anyone else in that situation. It gave us opportunity to, allow Drew to get healthy, but also bring Teddy along and play for one another. We had some tough games, some tough opponents. We knew what the schedule was. A while ago, we had playoff teams, but we had to eliminate all the noise and basically control what we control and lock in and play for one another. And I feel like Teddy's the ultimate leader also. He cares about his teammates. He's very mature. He's vocal. He knows when to be vocal. It's just some really good, cool things about him that makes you want to play for him and want to see him be successful. So we have a great team. I feel like, and we just want to see everyone be successful.
Okay. Before I let you go, what's going to happen the Saturday after Thanksgiving, Michael? What do you think is going to happen on that day in the world of college football?
Ohio State will be the number 1 team in college football, and then LSU number 2, and then number 3 or 4. I guess I'll find out.
Mm-hmm. You don't think a certain institution of higher learning up north, if you will, has a team that can actually make some hay this time around, Michael?
Oh, no.
I don't know if you've watched.
I don't even think they think they're in the West. But I mean, if we went and looked at the analytics, then you look at your odds there and check the track record the past 5-6 years. I don't know what you would date it off of. Maybe they have some new formula or some new culture going on up there. We'll find out. But I know that Ryan Day will have the Buckeyes ready and he won't play around. Coach Mickey Marotti will set the tone, and a lot of guys that have played, a lot of the older guys that have played in that game before, they'll definitely lead the younger guys.
No, I know that, and I will fully admit that I was hoping that the school would try and suss out whatever happened with Chase Young for another couple weeks. I was hoping that would take us to December. I fully admit that, but anything can happen on any given Saturday, Michael. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen.
Yeah, but this is Buckeyes team up north. Just check the last 5 games who won.
No, I'm aware of that. But you won't even say the school. You won't even say the school. The team up north. Will you say that? Will you say the M word?
North.
You won't even say that?
The team up north.
All right, Michael. Look, I'll just defer to you. You're balling out. I could not be more pleased that you come on the show. I'm always asking for you. You know that, because I just really enjoy the way you go about your business, who you are, and what you've been able to accomplish so far. It's just been dynamite, and I only want the ultimate amount of success for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I enjoy coming on your show, and
thank you.
I'll definitely come back around the playoff time. I'll have some more to talk about.
Okay. And, we're following you at Can't Guard Mike. I think you're out there on our Instagram every now and then. So we notice you.
Sir.
We see the likes. We see it. We see it all. So greatly appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your support.
Right back at you. That's Michael Thomas. There is nobody in the National Football League with more catches or receiving yards at this point this season. And he has been off to a remarkable start to his NFL career right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.